Hi everyone, this is Edward Chu, and today I'm going to teach you guys how you guys can learn an element called 16-A Escala. This element is part of the Colombian sport called Gimbarr. So this is how the element is going to look like. So this is how you learn the first part. So keeping your right arm in a chin-up grip and your left arm in a pull-up grip like this. Go up and don't go through. Take this left foot, go like this, and there you go. You're right over here. So one more time. You're pulling up. Kind of right in the beginning, once you're pulling up, start to go on the side. So right in the middle like this. Go through. So as you can see, my left foot is over here. Go through, and there you go. You're in this position right over here. So first get used to this, and the next thing that we're gonna start doing is trying to do the parts, the same thing as a princess muscle, pushing up into this part over here. So this is how we're going to do it. Make sure when you're doing this, don't keep your arms too stretched out. The problem that's going to occur in the beginning, when you're going to be first learning how to do this, is your arm is going to stretch out like this. Make sure you start practicing this with keeping your arms closer. If you're going to do this elements with your arms too wide out like this, it's going to be too hard for you to push till the last bars. So make sure you start getting used to it. We're doing it with closer grip like this. So once you'll be able to keep your leg down like I showed, the next part we're gonna start working on is trying to push ourselves up. So this is why you needed the princess muscle, is to be able to push till this part over here. If you know how to do the princess muscle up, this shouldn't be that hard for you. Of course, like I said, this leg is pushing you down and this is pushing you up, but it just takes some time. Keep on practicing. So there you go. First, learn how to do it hitting with the leg, and then after that, start practicing to go into this part. Another problem that's going to occur in the first step when you're going to be practicing this over here is this part of your arm that you're mostly going to be touching with the bicep is going to really burn, because what you're doing is once you're going up, you're kind of rubbing it against this part of the leg, and it's going to burn really badly. So don't worry about that. So that's just skin rubbing against it, and it's just going to burn in the beginning. That's going to be the painful parts in the beginning, but don't worry, like I said, it's going to go away. Once you're going to do it a little bit, maybe a couple days, 2-3 days, you should stop. You shouldn't feel it as much. You'll feel it, but it's not going to be as painful. So that's going to go away in time as you get used to it. So once you learn how to push up, at least you'll be able to come up till here. The next thing that you'll need to start working on is start by pushing yourself in there like this. So the only way to finish it and to be able to push in there and finish out and let go is to do it this way. So once you're pushing up, you have to balance your body. You have to balance this side right at the back over there and stretch out. So this is going to be the hard part. This last part is the hardest part. This first part over here, like this and like this, is the easy part. It might seem like it's hard, but that's still the easiest part. So once you learn this, and you're going to start pushing. So remember, this is the parts that you need to start working on really carefully and a lot. Once you come into this part, you have to be able to try to put your arm in there, more in there. If your arm is going to be in the air like this, so if it's going to be in the air like this up, try to let it go. As you can see, I have no balance at all. I just fall. My arm is in the air like this. I need to be able to put it more back into here like this to be able to do it. So the best way to learn this, to be able to go from here into there, is with a friend of a help. That's what I did. I had a lot of trouble trying to get to this part. I couldn't learn it. So I asked my friend to help me, and so what he's going to do is make sure he pushes you this way. He doesn't push you straight. He doesn't push you up. So how he pushes you is from the side. So he's standing from the side, and tell him to push you not on the bottom, not over here, not on the right side, on the left side, I think, if you're facing this way. So make sure, let's say this is me over here, and I'm doing the elements. He has to push you right into here. So on this side of your body, with 2 arms, and how he's pushing is this way. So he's pushing you in there, like this. So not like this, not up, but he's helping you by pushing you in there. Because that's what we're trying to learn, right? So he's pushing you like this to the side. And as you can see how I'm trying to go in more like this, in there. So that's what's gonna be great help. By him pushing you right, slowly. So it's kind of going like this. So more like this. He's pushing you right over here and there. So make sure you start working a lot on that, because it's going to be really hard to go in here into there by yourself. And as you get used to with your friend helping you by pushing you, your muscle is going to kind of remember it, and you'll be able to do it at least just a little bit. Once you'll be able to start going into here by yourself, then you can start practicing yourself. But if you can't even do this a little bit like this, if you're stuck at this part right in here and your arm is here, keep on practicing with a friend. As you get better, once you'll be able to go push in here and there, at least a little bit like this, then you can start practicing by yourself. So there you go. And as you can get to that last part, make sure, and one more tip, once you're at this part right over here, what you have to do is, just like the name says, you have to escalate up. So as you can see me going in there, like this, there. Once your arm is more of in there, like this, make sure you push till a point that you feel like your arm is comfortable, like you feel like you can let go and hang on. Don't let go if you feel like you're still hanging in the air. Once you get to that part, just a little bit, and you feel like you're stuck over there really good, like this, then let go and kind of go a little bit on the side, like this. And you should be able to hang on like this. Of course, in the beginning, you're going to fall down a lot of times. In the beginning, it's going to be actually sometimes painful for your wrist. So that's the thing that you need to keep in mind too. Don't overdo it. Just because you're gonna practice this every single day, it's not gonna make you learn faster. So this is the problem with this element. Don't practice it every single day, because your wrist is going to get so sore, so tired, that you won't be able to even hang on just a little bit. You'll come to this part, you'll let go, and it's going to be really painful, because all the weight is going to go on it. It's going to be really painful. You're going to fall down right away. So remember that. Try to practice this at least 3 to 4 times a week. Give a rest for your wrist. That's the most important part in this element. And mostly in all Gimbarr tricks is the wrists. Wrists are the most important parts in all the tricks. That's what you mostly use on all of the Gimbarr elements. So remember that. Don't overdo it. If you feel like you can't do it anymore, rest. Give enough rest and then do it in a day. If it's too sore, give 2 days. So yeah, don't rush. If you could, that's what I tried to do myself. I thought just because I'm gonna do it almost a whole week, and even if I can't do it anymore, I'm still practicing. You're barely even practicing at all. You're almost getting no training at all, because your wrist is so sore, you can't even hang on. If you can't even hang on for a second, how are you getting any practice, right? So remember that. Make sure to give enough rest for your wrist. As it heals up, you should see a huge change, that you'll be able to hold on at least for even a second. If you can hold on for at least a second, go in here, hang on for like a second, split second, and then fall down, that's still really good. As soon as you can do that for about a second, then just keep on practicing and keep on doing it. Give enough rest, and you should be able to learn. So there is also a couple more varieties for this element. The second one after this is contra. Contra grip is this way, like this. So you're hanging on over here like this with your wrist more bending, so it's much harder. That's the harder version. And the hardest version, I believe, is called Kraken. So you guys can expect this in the future tutorials. But for now, keep on trying, be motivated, don't give up even if it's hard, and you guys will learn this. And as always, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys later.